everyone, I'm Dr. Anjali. I'm a naturopathic doctor and here to help make holistic health tips simple and doable. And today, I'm going to be talking about adaptogens, what they are, how they work, and what the research actually says about whether they can help with stress. So, if you've heard people talk about ashwagandha, rhodiola, or ginseng as stress helpers, then this video is for you. Now, adaptogens are a category of herbs and plant substances that researchers and traditional medicine systems like Ayurveda and Chinese medicine believe help the body cope with stress and maintain a healthy balance. So, these plants are thought to influence how the body responds to physical, emotional, and environmental stressors by balancing stress pathways rather than simply sedating or stimulating you. So, unlike single-target drugs, adaptogens are thought to have a broader effect, particularly on the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, also known as the HPA axis. That's the central stress response network that regulates cortisol and other stress hormones. And researchers aren't 100% sure of exactly how adaptogens work in the body, but multiple lines of evidence point to these actions. One is that HPA axis modulation, meaning adaptogens may help the body respond to stress more efficiently, limiting excessive cortisol release while still allowing appropriate stress reactions to occur. The second is by being antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. So, some adaptogens contain compounds that can reduce cellular stress and inflammation in the brain, so this is super helpful. And third, neurotransmitter and neuroendocrine support. So certain herbs appear to interact with GABA, serotonin, or metabolic pathways tied to stress resilience. So put simply, adaptogens are thought to smooth out the stress response rather than blocking stress altogether. And let's look at some of the most popularly recommended adaptogens and what the research says about them. Number one is ashwagandha, also known as Withania somnifera. This is arguably the most researched adaptogen for stress, and multiple randomized controlled trials have shown that ashwagandha reduces perceived stress scores and lowers serum cortisol levels compared to placebo, basically a sugar pill. And this occurs over several weeks of use. And here's why this matters. So cortisol is a primary hormone released during stress, and lowering excessive cortisol can reduce feelings of tension, overwhelm, and fatigue. Now, this is where I always want to stress the importance of working with a doctor and ideally testing your cortisol patterns throughout the day to see if something like ashwagandha may actually be right for you. And if so, what time of day should you take it for the most benefits? Testing is always going to be better than guessing. Next adaptogen is rhodiola. Rhodiola rosea is the other name for it. So rhodiola has been studied for its role in mental performance, fatigue, and stress tolerance. One classic review found that rhodiola extract improved attention and mental performance during more fatigue and may help the body adapt to prolonged stress. Some clinical trials also suggest it may enhance mental resilience during stressful periods, though results are mixed and more research is needed for definitive conclusions. And the third adaptogen I want to point out here is ginseng. This could be Panax ginseng or Asian ginseng. But ginseng has traditionally been used for energy, stamina, and stress. Though early research, mostly in animal or small human studies, suggest potential stress protective effects, though high-quality human data is still evolving, so, I still love it, but we need more. It's important to be realistic about the evidence here. Most human studies are small or short-term, and research quality does vary. And cortisol measurements fluctuate throughout the day, so a single lab value isn't definitive. And supplement quality varies widely because adaptogens aren't regulated the same way that medications are. So while the trend in human studies and meta-analyses supports the stress-related benefits, especially for ashwagandha, adaptogens shouldn't replace foundational stress management approaches like sleep, nutrition, mind-body practices. So those are foundational. And here's how adaptogens are best approached in practical, research-aligned ways. One, it's not a quick fix. Most benefits appear after consistent use over weeks. Second, personalization matters. Effects differ between individuals and herbs. And third, Support the foundational habits first, so sleep, blood sugar balance, movement, meditation, these all lay the groundwork for resilience. And adaptogens are a promising set of herbs that may support stress adaptation through multiple pathways. And while the strongest evidence exists for ashwagandha, other herbs like rhodiola and ginseng have supportive but emerging data. And there are lots more out there too. So if you're curious to try them, quality and dosing do matter, and working with a practitioner can help you tailor the choices to your unique physiology and goals. So if you found this helpful at all, be sure to like the video, subscribe for more evidence-based holistic health content, and let me know in the comments which adaptogen are you most curious about, or which have you already tried, and what other content do you want to learn more about? So I will see you in the next video.